How's everyone doing tonight? Tonight. Oh yeah. So, last time we left off, Kyoko went missing, Makoto got attacked by a stranger in a mask with a knife, and then the next morning we found that same stranger with a knife and a mask, dead, with a knife through their stomach. But the murder is a little bit fishy, so we're investigating it. And other things probably happened that I just do not feel like getting into, so we're moving on. Yes, continue. Alright, hold on, while it's loading, I'll share my link. I wish I could do that, like, as I was streaming. Like, as soon as I pressed go live, it just happened. But I don't know how to do that. So right now, we're investigating the murder of Mukuro or Kyoko. We don't know who it is, but we can guess it's not Kyoko, because, well, she's too stubborn to die. Alright. Nice. Let's get started, or let's continue where we were. I think we were going to this room. Rat baskets. Alright, what was the last thing I checked? I think we were going back here to... Yeah, check the body again. Maybe I'll find out if it, for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Alright, look at that again. A white jacket the victim was wearing until he got burnt up. There's only one little piece left. Yeah, that's... There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. We've already seen this. I didn't mean to click that again. Oops. What exactly am I investigating thoroughly? Oh wait. Damn it, I didn't mean to click that. Is there a way to, like, fast forward through text? Oh, it's the B button. Nice. Wait, what did he say? What? Damn it! Okay. So, there's nothing... There's nothing thorough I can check. I don't get it. Yep, okay. I don't know what to do. What else can I check? Wait. No, I've seen this already. Yeah, there's no way. Is it from this? Alright, no, it's not. Go back. Makoto said he saw that debris from somewhere else. But where? There is nothing weird about this room. Yeah, what else? What am I supposed to be looking at? Crap. Makoto said he saw that debris from somewhere. Oh my god, I don't know why my game freezes every time it does this. Maybe it... Open transcript, there it is. Okay. Let me go back. Okay. Check out that one area. What area? Doubt it's the pool. Alright, fuck this. I'm looking it up. It's not telling me what area to look at, so I'm not gonna go around aimlessly until I find it. Stupid ads. Oh my god, fuck you ads. Okay. I examined the tarp. I examined, I think... Wait. No fucking way. Where's the map? Can I teleport to it? Oh my god, why couldn't I do this before? That's where it's from. That's where Makoto recognized it. Ah, that... Alright, screw you, games. Screw you. Alright, where's that gymnasium? Why didn't it just tell me to go to the gymnasium? Like, why does it have to have me guess? Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here.
You know?
Ah, that's from the bomb. Okay. It's...
Huh?
Yeah, we've seen this scene already.
What?
So that's why she exploded. Exploded. And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden... Oh, that's not a freaking piece of concrete. That's... I see. I thought it was a piece of concrete because it was so charred. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. Alright. Let me just teleport there, please. Oh. Why didn't I think of this earlier? I would have saved myself so much hassle. Alright, hey Byakuya, you little prick. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
Thank you, finally. Ah, wait for me. Byakuya walked off without a glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, there we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... It's open. Looks like it, thanks. Is Kyoko in here? Okay, I thought that was her for a second. So this is Kyoko's room. What the hell is that? There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathrooms use them for their lockers. I doubt you have. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that.
It's certainly possible.
Really? What? Okay, a dojo. Woodblock key. Anything else in here? Where's her bed? I don't see anything interesting here, at least not as far as the case is concerned. For some reason when he said that, that was weird. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside. Oh, come on, you gotta examine everything, dude. What? What else is there to look at? This, I guess? What else is there to look at? I guess we gotta look at everything. I've seen this already. Let's talk to him more.
What?
Nothing in particular. I just thought we might find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko.
Come on.
Sorry. Well, I mean, we found the key. More concrete. Oh, I know. Earlier, Kyoko gave me something. What's this?
It's true.
Oh yeah, we never opened the letter. And we never gave it back to her after we saw her again. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay. I opened the envelope and looked inside. Inside it was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets.
What?
Under the sheets. Under the sheets. Yeah, looks like it. Under the sheets. What could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Oh, it's the registry for Mukuro Ikusaba. Class 78 student registry? Mukuro Ikusaba.
I see.
Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. Oh, so that was the bleeped out thing he said. That must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon style imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she had received battle and training on her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Huh. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
Oh, you're familiar? Huh? You recognize it?
Naturally.
There are warmongers? This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. Already was. Oh shit. Ah, it's you.
What?
Nothing. So what if we did?
Hey, come on now.
Yeah, wouldn't you have known where she hid it? Because there's cameras in her room? Oh, you bastard.
What?
And... okay.
Of course.
I don't think you care. Oh? Interesting? What? I thought there was 15.
Hey,
Yeah? Oh, so you're saying there's actually 16 students? Because in the courtroom there's 16 seats, or stand-in seats, I guess. A misunderstanding, are you saying?
In other words...
Oh.
Yes, indeed.
16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
the 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, what do you mean, why? Oh, actually, yeah, that's a good question, actually.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, sure.
Well, now.
Revenge? Makoto said the same thing. Seriously?
Hey,
Yeah. Oh, I don't care. What? Monokuma's account is actually a truth bullet. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... the tattoo... So it's not Kyoko. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said there were scars, right? And that's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... those fake nails on the corpse... Maybe. Huh?
What?
Is trap?
Such ignorance.
Oh, shut up. You said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. That's a good point. It's a fair acknowledgement. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
We don't know if that's actually Kyoko, though. I don't think it is. What? Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Okay. He's just like trying to... He's trying to put me in mental circles.
What?
And what did you
It's
change your
all
mind
clear
to?
now.
Huh? What makes you say that? Well, yeah, but the paper said she was the ultimate soldier. That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Yeah, so that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. The way you say it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? I should find out if the key and the dojo really are connected.
let's go.
Yep, I'm on my way. Thank you, teleporting me right to it. Alright, shut up. Number 6, right? There are wooden lockers here. They use wood block keys, just like those super traditional public bathrooms. It looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to the one of these lockers.
I see. Very strange.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have the key. I didn't actually notice that. I should probably use the key we found on that locker, right?
That's right.
Okay. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock and click. The locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. Looks like it's covered in pink goo. It's a watered up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a bloodstain?
I see.
The duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. I think that's all the locker has to offer now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
A little, yeah.
Why?
Well, I don't think it's I don't think Kyoko's the victim. Byakuya? No, tell me, you dick. Come on, Kyoko is keeping secrets from me. Don't you start. Huh? What next location?
What?
Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how were we supposed to find out about that? Oh, research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right, the archive has all kinds of info that the general public doesn't have access to.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do it. I'll just leave the research to you. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand, and it went straight to a shelf in the back. And you found that shit instantly. He quickly returned with a file in hand. Didn't mean to do that.
I see.
I have no idea what it says. What language is this? What? French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. 100 times? Isn't that a kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. They are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicated that they were killed to keep them from revealing that many state secrets they'd acquired. But if they were the elite of the elite, then how did they die? Some, however, believe there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded.
What?
This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Oh, exciting definitely is not the word I'd use. I said that wrong. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name Fenrir comes from, right? The Wolf of Ragnarok. So then that closes. The corpse is not Kyoko. They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Oh shit. Time's up.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms,
That's
the
new.
Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that.
Okay, I will.
Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
The time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
Here we go. Back into fucking hell. I'm saying that like I ever actually left it. Hopefully this will be the last trial. Yeah, surprise.
Ah.
Ha!
Hey.
Please don't. If you're involved with me and your fantasies, fuck off.
What?
Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed and prepared myself. But... yeah, where the hell's Kyoko? Because we know for a fact now that Kyoko was not the killer. Or was not the murdered. We stood there for a full 5 minutes. For 5 full minutes, waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10.
Why?
Yeah, this is odd. Odd for him. Oh, speak of the devil, now he shows up.
What?
Maybe.
Come on.
He made us wait too, Byakuya. Oh yeah, because Kyoko's not here. Huh?
In other words...
Honestly, I wouldn't care. I think she kind of deserves it. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look.
Hey,
Thank you, finally showed up. Who the fuck are you, Kakashi? Kyoko. Oh, shut up.
What?
is that right?
Good thing there was no late penalties.
Shing!
That doesn't sound good for you, Kyoko. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko!
Indeed.
she says that with such confidence. What? Huh? Oh my god, someone put duct tape on him or restrict his ability to speak.
Let's go.
Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator.
But
One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Where the hell have you been? Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So...
Correct.
What? The second floor?
That's right. Whew.
Then why did you find out? When did you find out?
So...
So then you're totally out of the loop. You have no idea what's been happening. Ah, that sucks! That means we can't rely on Kyoko as much. So that's why you were late.
However...
No, you're not. But if you were on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found goes to?
Wrong.
Oh?
In other words...
Oh, that's useful. What? Why was
just
that
a second.
why was that a truth bullet?
Makoto. It would seem...
For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her? Maybe it affects her personally?
Goodbye.
None of the trials beforehand affected her at all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? I think, Makoto, you don't think enough. Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the doors slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. And that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without a warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminating light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. Yay, we're back here again.
I can't wait! Thrills, chills, kills!
Why does he seem more excited for this than usual? And so, the curtains opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And he says that shit every time. Alright, let's save. Let's set my skill points. Anything else? Alright then.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
We know this already.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Oh my. That actually pisses me off.
Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
There's a limit to how stupid or on drugs you can be.
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Ghost technology?
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Yuckia, for once, I agree.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right?
Just prove who it is.
Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her is Kyoko's piercing lair. The gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm
That's
sure
how
of it.
This is how we start the trial. We have to confirm that Kyoko wasn't the corpse.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Ooh, Kyoko.
Oh! You know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
Are we really discussing this?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
I guess we're just doing this for his sake. There's no way the corpse was Kyoko, but if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case can't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Come on, dude. Fake nails.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
This is so stupid.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Thank you, Byakuya. I know the body isn't Kyoko, and I know I can prove it. Oops.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then
Wait.
she was wearing.
Well, yeah, because that corpse is
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I have to steal a phrase.
that Kyoko. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got
Damn
burnt
it.
up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing.
Well, yeah, because that corpse is
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Okay.
that Kyoko. Okay, then prove
Prove it. Prove she.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They
There we go.
got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves.
What?
Shoot.
Oh, I don't have to steal a phrase? I just have to use the fake nails?
Kyoko. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body was.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing.
Well,
Yeah, she must have been, because that corpse is
Oh
absolutely
my gosh.
Kyoko.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
I'm really stuck.
that Kyoko.
Here.
Okay, then prove it.
The dead body was.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing.
Well,
Yeah, she, because that corpse is
Son of a
absolutely
bitch.
Kyoko.
This
have to
entire
s-
discussion is idiotic.
that Kyoko. Okay, then prove it.
The dead body was.
They got burnt up.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing.
There we go, finally.
No, that's wrong.
I thought I had to steal a phrase. I don't know why I thought that.
No, there's no way the corpse was wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails.
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
If anyone doesn't know women, it's you.
Ha!
Well, Kyoko, any thoughts?
These gloves were custom made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yeah, why was that the first thing we had to
So then,
discuss?
who's the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. Alright, let's look at the discussion first.
If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition.
Yeah, that's your
There wasn't
fault.
any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Alright, so we have to... Alright.
If Kyoko really is still alive,
Then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. And there wasn't any Well, if we can't identify the body...
then there's nothing
Son of
else
a
we can
bitch.
do,
Right?
God, I'm...
If Kyoko really, then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. And there wasn't any description in the Well, if we can't identify the body...
Son of a...
Then there's nothing else
We can do, right?
My god, I keep missing that
If
shit.
Kyoko really, then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. And there wasn't any Well, if we can't identify the body...
Fuck!
Then there's nothing else.
Else we can do, right? If Kyoko really, then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. And there wasn't any Well, if we can't identify...
Then there's nothing else we can do,
Oh
right?
my god.
If Kyoko really, then who died?
There's gotta be some... I don't think so. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
There we go, fucking
No,
finally.
it's wrong. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
Come on, it was super obvious.
If you're lying, he'll die a cruel and unusual death.
Why does it have to be cruel and unusual?
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? Her master must have made her get it. To be like, you're my bitch.
Wow.
Seriously? They really did something that humiliating?
No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo.
Oh, really?
If you compare the tattoo to other information, we have the victim's identity should become clear, which is... where was it? Here it is.
I got it! The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Okay, so...
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Member of the team.
Fenrir?
The image that represents Fenrir is... Really? Oh, that's even worse. Hangman's Gambit. A wolf. I need an F or a W. I need the letter W. There we go.
Now I understand.
Oy.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
Oh, that I didn't know.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. Then that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro.
What?
Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing?
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a cool-ass trial?
Then why is Monokuma still active?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
She ain't. Kyoko was wrong.
Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier.
Exactly.
If I remember correctly, that other information came from...
Sorry, I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. There we go.
Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Ooh, you're getting suspicious of her again?
That means Kyoko got it wrong?
Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Screw you.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
Ooh.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Nope, no, I don't buy it.
Wait, no! There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along!
No, that's stupid.
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
Oh. It can only be me and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
Why do you say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there
Is that the
trying
first time
to
she's ever
dismantle
looked
Monokuma.
surprised?
The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yeah.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
The
Around
one who
9
saw
o'clock.
the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
9 o'clock.
I got it! The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe.
I like how Byakuya, like, asking what time it is what led us to realizing what time we found the body.
He's right. It had to be around then.
So we can be totally sure the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around...
Well, like 8:30?
Oh yeah! Right around 7:30.
What?
I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
How long we were in the gymnasium?
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
The murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Make your arguments. We have to look at the sprinklers, right?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now would be the time.
There's something that happened in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry. In which case, I should be able to figure out when the body must have been appeared in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
What?
Shoot!
What?
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, it was that
No,
one?
that's wrong. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
There we go.
The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Oh, hold on. I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
That was because of me.
Sorry, Toko,
Eh.
but you're wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words!
No, I'm saying that the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers.
What do you mean by denying the sprinkler? Are you trying to deny my entire existence?
Man, you're totally wacko.
We've established this.
If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why!
I'm getting to that. I need to prove that it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do is hit Toko with certain evidence, and that should do it. If we look at the body itself, that should make it clear. Oh, come on.
I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. No, no, no! That's enough! Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I'm right about this! I admit nothing. No, no, no!
Got it.
How can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it.
There we go. I thought I messed that up.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
Thank you, Makoto.
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac!
What?
I'm so sick of her.
Me too.
Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because...
I mean, you saw me all dump the water on the,
while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
Like, wasn't Toko there?
Oh, then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place
After 7:30?
sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9.
But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Oh, shit. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Mukuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's...
I'd just like to say one thing.
Oh, by all means.
If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever.
That's your defense? Oh my... Kyoko.
Which is why I can't let that happen.
Huh?
So are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me?
We're in this situation because of you.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Thank you.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her.
Oh?
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything.
Oh.
So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So, that was her motive?
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit.
Hold on a second.
I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
You little...
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
What are you...
What the hell, Kyoko?
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
It's hard. Hard. Yeah, one side was wet and filthy.
I got it! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet?
Yeah.
Most likely so they could cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
How dare you? Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. That tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait. Something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. The body looked... I don't know.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
Yeah, but the explosion
so the
didn't happen.
was only dirty on one side.
The explosion didn't happen until
got that side wet.
we arrived and found the body.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
And remember, the blood on the body hadn't dried yet. Byakuya even warned us not to touch it to avoid getting any blood on us.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water.
Damn it! I was guessing, honestly.
Shoot!
covering the killer prevents.
So the reason is because the spring, but the underside, it was totally. It's because that side.
Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty!
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it.
Yeah, because there was no blood on the other side.
Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
Then they would have washed the other side too.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
I can agree with that, because I don't think that was the cause of death. The blood was camouflage?
What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim?
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
The blood packages in the nurse's office.
They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Oh?
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh, the chicken! Oh, the poor chicken.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Poor chickens.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
So, you're saying someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory.
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. But that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange.
And the knife didn't have any blood on it either.
Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
Oh.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
No, it looked like it was backwards.
I think so. Wait, no. The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Come on, Aoi.
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
You bitch!
That's not...
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
And the suspicion falls back onto me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Damn it!
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
Maybe it wasn't either of us.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh, shut up.
Oh!
See? Pretty good idea, right?
No, not that. I just remembered something super serious.
Oh?
Well, don't just stand there. Out with it.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right?
Yeah, is no one gonna question...
According to the Monokuma file,
I
the
think
knife
already.
went all the way through, from front to back. So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Oh, now we're gonna mention that, huh?
That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
Oh.
It's the knife we gave to Makoto?
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Then why did you hide that fact?
it's not that I hid it. It's just...
I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her.
Suspicious! Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up until now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Jeez, why was that
It
font
really
so
is,
big?
isn't it? I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
No.
So there's no question.
No.
You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Oh, shut up, you Miss Serial Killer. Look, it was put on the body after the trap was removed, which means that the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one. It really is, isn't it?
If he did have that, that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic.
Well,
Getting stabbed is what killed her.
What?
Right?
Shoot!
What?
The knife we found lodged in
This
the dead
guy's
body.
dead body?
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
It really is, isn't it?
if he did have that, that seals it.
Just because I had that automatic.
Well,
Getting stabbed.
There we go. I had the wrong
No,
one.
that's wrong.
Crap.
Wait, hold on. The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro.
Yeah, it was apparently blunt trauma to the head, right?
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
Lies! We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp, and then put the bloody coat on it. In other words,
Oh, yeah,
the
that
victim
also
never
is true.
wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay, fine. So what?
So, when we discovered the body, the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Maybe you stabbed her twice. Once to kill her and once to cover it up.
Then why would I use fake blood? The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible. The exact conditions of the body was written down for everyone to see.
I got it! The Monokuma file clearly states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. Totally forgot about that.
The Monokuma file never really comes in handy
And
anyway.
the knife
Was just another piece of camouflage set up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing. The explosion severely damaged the body, making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
So they wanted us to notice the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward. They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
But I can prove that the body was found, like, after 7:30, or when we found it
Oh,
anyway.
hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body
Thank
just
you, I was just
blow
about-
up
I
all
was
of a
talking
sudden
about
like
that.
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Well, if you're so smart, just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion!
I might be dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
Hey, she admits it.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
The only explanation I can think of for that explosion... No, I didn't mean to do that! Oh, it was right?
After the explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
I thought I had another thing for,
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural, because of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Yes.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect. You, Kyoko.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through. We still don't know what actually killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Be grateful, Kyoko. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. Focus my inner will. Summon my strength.
Then, shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure,
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Ooh. The knife was a cover-up and all those other wounds on her body weren't fresh, which only leaves.
Then
I
shall
have
we
to
continue?
steal a
The
phrase.
victim's fatal in-
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it. And more than that,
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire
your body. Then shall we continue? The victim's fatal.
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed
What?
she was hit on the back of her head.
Oh my god.
Shoot!
Am I like too far ahead?
Then shall we
Continue the debate. The victim's fatal in-
The explosion didn't kill.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was hit on the...
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire... Then shall we continue? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be...
The explosion didn't kill her for
Motherfucker.
sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
There's only one other.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be it. There was...
And more than that...
Fuck.
The victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire... Then shall we continue? The victim's
Fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
I don't know why I did that.
Shoot!
I am not doing good. Oh my god.
Then shall we continue? The victim's...
Fatal injury has yet to be determined.
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
Oh yeah.
That's gotta be it! There was evidence that showed she was
hit on the back. And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire...
Then shall we continue
The debate?
The victim's fatal injury...
There we go.
No, that's wrong. Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
What about the wounds all over the rest of her body? They didn't have anything to do with it?
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Okay, then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh! I bet it was the pickaxe!
How is that even
blunt
possible?
object.
If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way! The balance would be all off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
God, look at that depraved
No
blush.
thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit on it.
I feel the same way.
Jeez.
Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know? I knew we could count on you, Master.
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto.
Oh my
Surely
gosh.
you've deduced the real murder weapon?
Why don't you just tell them? The real murder weapon... titanium arrows.
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her. And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
It was arrows, not just one.
An arrow? That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure? That sounds kinda weird.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Master? You have no right!
I'm not back-talking anything. I'm just saying what I think.
I don't blame Hina for doubting it, but there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. The duct tape we're gonna use? Yep, the bloody duct tape. Let's listen to this
Titanium
first.
arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Talking back to Master. You have no right!
Oh, shut the hell up. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that,
The
sorry.
titanium...
An arrow. It was in the dojo. I have no doubt.
Are you sure?
You don't sound
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would...
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Finally making some leeway.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled-up wad of duct tape. The killer probably used this duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon as thick as a pipe.
Thicker even, apparently.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
It's similar to Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
No one cares.
Damn, that's harsh.
How is it harsh? Are you even listening?
Anyway, that explains the murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the dojo locker...
Oh, Kyoko, this does not look good for you.
It was you, Kyoko.
This does
I've
not
never
look
been
good
to
for
the
you.
dojo.
Oh, that's a lie.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto? What's the matter? Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you? If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to the death of us all. Remember?
Of course I remember.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
Plus, Makoto, we actually saw her in the dojo, remember? I have evidence. Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It must be connected with the dojo locker. It's the woodblock key we found in her room.
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is...
But there's something wrong with that evidence.
right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
There's something wrong with that.
Trying to play dumb.
Byakuya, you should know this.
That key is just the final piece of the puzzle.
No, there's something we don't know yet.
Your non-existent alibi, your clear motive, your attempts to frame Makoto for the crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit. You can't explain this away, so just give up.
Hold on a second.
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
No, there's something that we don't know yet.
It's not that I want to defend her. It's just, there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night, you were in my room, weren't you? Why? What were you doing there?
Finally, getting some answers.
That's what I need to know.
I was just protecting you.
Why do I find that hard to believe?
What?
She was protecting me? Then does that mean she fought off the masked assailant? She knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue? Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko... She killed someone for me?
That's enough. The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
Wait. I'm warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the killer.
You gotta provide evidence, dude.
I knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do
Thank
it.
you! Finally gonna give us some concrete evidence.
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I should know.
The only thing she can say, but even then, it's still a little flimsy. What? Byakuya should know better than anyone? What does that mean? We know, but like, we also know that it's also wrong. It's weird. When the body was found? Yeah, we're gonna have to seal a phrase.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me!
Easily.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
Ooh. Wait, Kyoko gave her room to Byakuya, right? Which would mean...
Those words you just
Spoke.
Exactly what
What I said, I'm not the killer. You should understand.
Byakuya, what are you...
Master would never hide something from me!
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my own room.
Fuck.
Correct?
Fuck.
But
Damn it!
could I really have done that?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the kid. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated theory.
Earlier.
You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo and then left the locker key in my own room.
What?
Correct?
Shoot!
I don't have to steal
Those
a phrase?
words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Let me...
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit.
I don't understand.
Shoot!
those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the kid. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
there's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I
Hid the evidence of my crime and then left the locker key in my own room. Correct?
What?
Shoot!
Fuck. Shit. Fuck you, game.
I refuse to give up yet!
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
said. I'm not.
Not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya,
What are you...
Master would never.
There's proof that you... Is that what you're...
You stated you said I hid the.
And then left the locker key in my own room. Correct? But could I really have
Do I
done
have to steal
that?
that phrase?
Those words you just...
Exactly. I'm not the kid. You should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you aren't...
That was it?
No, that's wrong.
What?
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her
I mean,
room.
I knew what the logic was, but I knew like the answer, but that was weird.
Huh? Why not?
Because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
I see. So that's what you meant.
Yeah, you're kind of fucked up,
And
Byakuya.
if I had the key to your room...
Then obviously I had no way of getting in.
But Kyoko, only I know why that's wrong.
Without my room key,
You told
I
me
couldn't
yourself
have possibly put the
right
locker
before the
key in there
trial.
myself. Am I wrong?
It would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Well, we're the only one that knows Makoto, so... Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? She just wants to solve the mystery of the school and why they're all here. It could be a trap, but still, I think the mastermind's trapped. The mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko, but what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I do? The mastermind's trap. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her? What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. I'll admit Kyoko is really suspicious. Like, it is not looking good for her. What do? I have to decide right here and now whether or not to expose Kyoko's lie. Okay. Kyoko is acting hella suspicious. Like, very actually suspicious. But if she never told us that she had that key that could open every single door in the school, we wouldn't know, and we wouldn't have been able to expose her for it at all. So the fact that she told us means that she trusts us to cover for her because of what happened last night when I was attacked and she saved me. I'm gonna hold it back. I'm gonna hold back the evidence. Okay. We'll see this option another time. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact?
Yeah, she has no logic holes at all.
I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
Yeah, I don't think it was him either.
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time.
Yeah, so it definitely wasn't any of you.
I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
What? It had to be
No,
Makoto,
no,
right?
no, you guys are wrong.
I don't see any other option.
No.
Wait a second. You've got it all wrong. Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this
Yes,
entire
thank you.
trial. You all see it, don't you?
Oh, he's quiet.
Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial. And Kyoko even said, it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
What?
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up?
Yeah, what
There's
the hell?
no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late, so we had to push back the start time.
Oh, bullshit.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
So, but who the hell do we vote for? Oh, shit. What the hell did I do? Ooh, I still got an A. Not bad.
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened?
Oh, fuck, what do we
Will
do?
you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Hey, hold on!
What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh, shit. They voted for me? Why? Guys, what the hell? What? You think I'm the killer? Oh, you asswad.
Sorry.
You bitch. You skank. You prick. Everyone, you're wrong. You've got it all wrong. I didn't do it.
Yes, indeed.
Good job.
Yep.
No, they didn't. Fuck you. You two-toned asshole. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense.
Hey! Shing!
Oh, fuck.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Wait, why do I... Thanks a lot, Kyoko. Kyoko!
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
You treacherous wench! Kyoko?
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
I think that was the most horror I've ever seen in her eyes. Ah, fuck. Oh, that's game over. I guess we're dead. It's nice knowing you, assholes. What the hell is this? Oh, that is... Oh, I see. I mean, I already knew, but... Damn. After school lesson. Then at least the death will be somewhat quick and painless. I mean, getting crushed to death has to hurt for at least like a full second, right? And like the terror and like despair you're feeling as you slowly go to your death. That's just terrible. That is just wrong. I'm sorry, Makoto. You were a dumbass, but you didn't deserve this. Alter ego? Alter ego! What? Oh my gosh! And I'm still in the same position as I fall. Did I like fall unconscious? I'm alive! Fuck you, Monokuma!
What?
Suck it, bitch!
This is...
Ha ha!
It would seem...
What the heck?
In other words...
I mean, he holds all the power, so...
Yaha!
Oh, that's right, shit. Crap. Yeah, Kyoko, explain.
Calm down. In other words...
What did you say?
So...
Just tell us, stop keeping secrets, that is so annoying. Just explain the shit you know. A massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Huh? Hope's Peak Academy. Did I travel back in time? It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. 1, you have to already be attending high school. 2, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way to it is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing there at the gates of the ultimate school filled with ultimate students was me. Mm. What the hell is going on? What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck is going on? Gah. What the fudge? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. Oh, I'm in the garbage dump. And then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too damn powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark craven with the barest hint of light seeping through. Trash was piled high all across the area. This must have been some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there until I washed away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Thanks, Alter Ego! Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself, and my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Of course, it's locked. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink, and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides. But that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud oh, damn it, I didn't mean to skip that. Go to sleep. My sleep was deep and interrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left, after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. God damn, I can't speak. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Crunch. Crunch. What the? A strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jolted and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from above. What could it have been? Let's look. Did a giant piece of trash fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out towards whatever it was that had tumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was.
It smells awful.
Hey, you walking trash can. Kyoko!
Indeed.
And you got a cup noodle on your head. What are you doing here?
So...
I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again.
Hey.
Hey! salvation. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth, making its way towards my stomach. Phew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep moving. Well, of course not. Said the same thing. After all, the fact that I keep going forward is about all I'm good at.
Hmm?
There's an unbelievable amount of trash here. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Alright, Kyoko, I want an explanation. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me?
So...
Atone?
you...
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way. So you knew that I knew. Well, yeah, because she told you.
Indeed.
Yeah, go fuck yourself. Yes, she did, Makoto, come on. She straight up abandoned you.
However...
Alright, let's hear this reason. Why did you have to survive?
It's true.
Sorry about that. Ugh, my controller ran out of batteries. Let me see if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me? There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, controller ran out of batteries. Let me wait for you guys to catch up. Oh, back.
In other words...
Oh, so it wasn't just to solve the mystery. What? So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak? Once? You forgot? But that's... No memory? That's impossible. Oh, you already said this. Then is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
The first thing? We all lost consciousness and we woke up in a classroom. Talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here.
That's right. It would seem...
So that's why you didn't bother to tell me. But what would make you forget? What would make you forget all that? Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
Yeah, because your detective abilities were a threat. But why would they want to do that? So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However,
I wouldn't go that far. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to
why
help
is
you?
that?
Well, you could have kept me in the loop.
Correct.
What? Oh yeah, there's also that possibility. But you know I'm not the mastermind. Sure, you might have suspected me in the beginning, or you were suspicious of me in the beginning, but come on, I think after all this time, I've earned a little trust. The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However,
You barely asked me to help you. You kept almost all the shit to yourself. But why me? I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Yeah. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
listen.
Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey,
Even now, that means you didn't trust me before? Or that means you could have lost your trust in me?
correct.
Honestly, I was convinced. Oh, Makoto, you pansy! I think that's just her personality. I mean, Makoto, I'm not like you, okay? If someone did this shit to me, I would slap him across the face. You said you had a reason for doing all that, investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So,
You mentioned your ability. Yep, makes sense. The ultimate
Correct.
detective? Someone you had to find? Well, since I have a feeling I know who it is.
So,
Yep, thought so. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Oh. What? Nani?
in other words,
Kyoko's dad? Is Hope's Peak's headmaster? So then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
Huh?
No matter what,
Ah, stupid fly.
So,
My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
however,
But why does it sound like you hate the guy? Well, listen, Makoto. I want to make this perfectly clear so there's no misunderstanding. Then, what did you see in there?
so,
You mean the mastermind,
it's
right?
true.
What could have been on the second floor? But why there? This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
Hmm.
Correct.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
You did mention that. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. More horrific than what's going on now? What do you mean?
So...
It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
However...
It had to do with Mukuro Ikusaba, doesn't it?
However...
I know you're right, but that just means... Everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
Anyway...
Yeah, I agree. Get you killed specifically?
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Correct.
It was? You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
So they decided to twist around the rules.
In
or
other
use them
words,
to his advantage. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
Hey.
What's that? Huh? I could have become the victim?
Indeed.
I can hear them, you know. What?
Anyway...
Oh, you just happen to have a feeling? What are you, a Jedi?
Correct.
How did you fight them off? They
However-
had a knife.
Correct.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukuro is also the mastermind,
Indeed.
right? But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but does that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
So what does it all mean?
In other words...
So I guess they had to improvise what they were doing? Huh?
Makoto.
The other ultimate despair? It's not?
Indeed.
You're talking
That's
about...
right.
Stupid title. The tragedy. Let's just call it that, the tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that. They're the ultimate despair?
It would seem... Indeed.
Then they're... Chapter 5. Oh boy! The mystery is coming undone! It's continuing to unravel. Dream Island Rockets? Okay. Save, yes please? The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. The same people who put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now...
Anyway...
Yeah, I don't like the smell of it. Yeah, you're right. But we have a way to open the door! Oh, we have to talk to Kyoko? Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Yay! And it can open any door in the school, right?
That's right.
And we should be able to use it on the door, right? Hey Kyoko, can we use that key of yours to open this door, right? Oh, we can use that key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Kyoko took out the key with Monokuma's design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yay! Yes, yes, it opened!
Indeed.
Finally, sounds good. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Instant relief. Finally. We were finally free. You're not free yet, you're just free from immediate death. But there wasn't even time to take a breath of relief, because the real fight had just begun. Chapter 6. Ultimate pain, ultimate suffering, ultimate despair, ultimate execution, ultimate death. After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel extending straight up, like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Ah, man! Our view was blocked by the shadow. Oh, I'm crazy. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into darkness. The passage was dark and cramped. I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down. Yeah, Kyoko, since we were so far down, how did you survive that fall? How did I survive it? Yeah, I'll be careful. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Maybe talking will keep my mind off it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work?
So...
Huh. Then, is your family famous?
Wrong.
Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
Pride?
Indeed.
A conscious effort?
It's true.
I guess then, man, Hope's Peak really isn't well informed about everything in the world. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when looking up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose, to protect the pride of her family.
However...
Huh? Oh, yeah. I thought they actually just found you. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because of how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Huh? But you'd be reuniting after all these years, right? You would have had so much to talk about.
Wrong. However...
What? What is it?
So...
Sever.
However,
Huh. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
right.
I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional.
However,
Really?
so... However,
Oh, I see. Okay, now it's a little bit more petty.
Correct.
But your family, to cut them off like that,
Wrong.
don't they say blood is thicker than water?
Hey,
Only connected by blood, not by heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that. I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Yay, finally! Looks like this is it.
indeed.
We're back.
That's right.
Well, here goes nothing. I reached my right hand up and pushed against the hatch. Oh, I thought it was a pull thing, because I saw a handle. The hatch opened with ease, and so... I'm sure we smell, like a lot. Looks like we're back.
Whew.
I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. Yeah, now we're even, right? So, now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out... And I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might... I think they already know.
Listen.
Yeah, of course.
So then,
Huh?
in other words,
Wait, that's...
however,
As she said that, she pointed at the nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying that stressing... So you're saying rather than stressing out over being caught, getting caught, we should just give up now?
because
Yeah, but they could just be petty and kill us anyway. The mastermind is ensnared. You said something like that before. What does it mean?
so
There was?
right.
Okay. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed. Shall we go?
Alright then. Let's just teleport to it. I think we're coming to the end of the
Well
stream.
now, well now, well now, well now.
Oh, look who it is.
I don't believe it!
That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay?
Boom, boom!
What?
Shing! You're making me angry!
Kyoko.
Right.
What?
However, now, if
Huh?
I lose?
Hey!
because, in other words, however,
I certainly was tempted not to.
right. Indeed. However,
Alter ego.
am I wrong? Listen to me.
Well?
Well,
Oh, come on, Kyoko. Don't just say it like that.
that doesn't matter. That's right.
Boom, boom!
Because
I think he would have done that even if he wasn't the killer.
however,
You convinced me. I wanted to just hide.
What the heck?
But, I mean, you made a solid argument.
indeed. Hey,
Huh?
indeed. Listen to me. Hey,
Oh, shit. Tell him, Kyoko. Talk your shit.
that's what we have to do. It's true. It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between hope and despair. Hey,
Oh, appeal to his ego. His love of theater. A fair trial. One last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Holy shit, it worked!
Barrett!
Barry?
What's wrong?
in other words,
You guys!
Oh my god, the puns!
I can barely contain myself!
He agreed! And we still have a shot at this.
Barrett! You guys!
All the mysteries?
I can barely contain myself!
it's true.
You guys!
Oh shit. I think you're gonna eat those words, Kyoko.
Listen to me.
I honestly can't believe how this all had turned out.
Hey,
What's wrong?
For sure.
hey,
Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception? Then it's part of the regulations? Which would mean that whoever killed Mukuro... What?
listen.
Why did it go all quiet all of a sudden?
Now I'm really angry!
Why so mad?
Whew.
Hey!
Coming from the person that barely has emotions, that's funny. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? Oh crap. This is gonna be painful.
Hey,
Okay. Lead the way, my lady. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. Now what do we do? I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life, and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
however,
Come on. Come on, we saved her life and now she's saving ours. We're not in her debt. Yeah, true.
whew,
But honestly, why would the Mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from a final showdown, do they?
so,
Huh?
because,
So when was it the Mastermind let their guard down?
so,
Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seem so unbelievable.
Indeed. However, in other words,
The reason?
so,
They wanted to show the world?
it would seem,
Huh. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anybody.
in other words,
But why?
correct.
Prove a point?
Hey,
You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
Oh. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
But Is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto.
What?
In other words, at the very least,
That's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves?
indeed. Right.
Oof. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yeah, because I'm too cool. I'm too smart. Well, I mean, no, Makoto's not cool, but he's too smart for that shit. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed. In other words,
But all of that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge.
however,
Still, I can't believe how much the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't have the slightest clue.
wrong. Whew.
She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However, correct.
You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There is no option except to win.
Hey,
True, but now we know who our real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Huh?
anyway,
Yeah, are you really gonna question that now?
shall we go?
Wait. Are we gonna to the dorms? Did she say the dorms? Give me a second. Maybe the lunchroom? And suddenly, we were greeted with... Huh? You again. Is he broken?
Whew.
Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief.
Is that Makoto?
You guys!
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto!
You survived?
Jeez. You're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
Ha! Screw you too, Byakuya.
I'm just asking to make sure, but you're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. You all kind of voted me to die, but... Yeah, and actually, no, fuck you guys. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
What the heck?
Oh yeah, shit. And in a flash, my tears dried up.
I'm telling you!
Sorry, I was rolling around in the garbage for a while. Oh, fuck off! She seems happy for some reason. So what have you guys been doing while I was gone? And?
Aw.
So there weren't any new areas. Then where can we go to find new clues?
Yo,
I didn't go to the spirit world.
you know?
Who?
Hmm.
No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? How you doing, ultimate prick? Yeah, me either. It was Alter Ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Yeah.
Makoto,
Yes.
it's true.
I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
In other words,
How about that?
Oh, shut up, you idiots. No, I didn't do it. Like I keep telling you guys.
wrong.
I see.
Huh?
That's right. However,
What did you say?
You make it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
Yeah, we did it, guys. I mean, no, we didn't do it yet, but we have one more chance.
correct.
Naturally.
Don't be mean!
I'm not surprised.
About that.
Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
But
Anyway,
Oh no!
I hate you!
anyway,
Interesting.
but
Of course he would think that. But maybe this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So what if we work together and search as hard as we can? I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. Huh? Why the fuck not? What, you can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
Hint?
I see. So, in other words,
Oh.
That's right.
What?
No way!
Wait, we can't say for sure that's true yet. Monokuma might have said all that just to confuse us.
Indeed.
Saying the ultimate despair has to be a high schooler. That's funny. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well... But...
Yeah.
I'm right?
In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, maybe, but still.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Hmm?
Ugh.
That's fine.
But...
In the name of my family. Goodbye.
After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall.
Hey.
With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall.
Indeed.
You know?
Just a second!
How about that?
Imagine he actually does that shit. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall.
Aww.
What?
But... I mean...
You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died.
But... Okay.
Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just the two of us.
Indeed.
Just the two of us. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However... So...
I think I see what you mean. During our own investigation, doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can all get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
So then... Correct.
We can visit all the places we couldn't before.
Makoto.
Our lives literally depend on it. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So, where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Alright, that's where I'm gonna end it. Holy shit! A lot of stuff happened. A lot of stuff. Man, can't believe I almost died. But you know what? I'm the ultimate lucky student. It's gonna take more than that to kill someone with that title. But, next stream, I'll be going back to that, retro horror game I started. Here, let me save. So yeah, we accomplished a lot today. We're on the final chapter, I believe. Next time on Danganronpa, we're going to be investigating the true mysteries of the school and try to figure out who really killed Mukuro Ikusaba, the ultimate soldier. But next stream will not be a Danganronpa, it will be next stream, guys, speak so weird, will be the retro horror game Signalis. I think that's how you say it. I think, don't quote me on that. But until then, guys, which might be Saturday. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Ah, man, a viewer just popped up. Hello. Oh, another one. Oh my god, I feel bad. I feel bad. Should I continue? Hello, hello again. I was just about to end the stream, but if you're here, I can go on a little bit longer. Would you guys like to? I'm about to investigate for the final chapter. Would you guys like to see? Saturday. Maybe I can do it tomorrow. Oh man, a viewer just popped up. Hello. Oh, another. Please type in chat if you want me to continue. I feel bad for, like, I did this last time on my art stream. Ah, they left. Yeah. Oh, they're back. Please type in chat. Don't be shy. Should I continue a little longer? Or should I continue with another game? What should I do? Oh, no, they left. Yeah. Yeah. Man, no one ever stays long enough. Kind of sad. Well, that settles it. I'm not going to continue if no one's watching now. But until then, guys, next stream will be the Retro Signalis stream, and then after that, We're going back to Danganronpa. So look forward to it. Bye-bye.